Welcome, I'm Rob and welcome back to TeamSport Reading. I approached this new track in a new way for the first session. I got on the track without any idea of where it went or how best to drive it. I ended up setting a lap time of 55.416 seconds, but at this point I still had no idea how far off the pace that was. Or wasn't. I did go to the bar during the break, but only to buy the extra session that you'll see next week. The 55-second lap had me 4th fastest in the session, so there was definitely room for improvement, and my aim for this session was to try and break that 55-second barrier. Despite being in a different kart to last time, this one felt fairly similar, so that helps. A 1:07 for our first lap, but we started under yellows and I had a kart to pass. Let's hope this session has fewer stops and delays than the first one did. Whilst a few apexes were missed and I still don't really know what to do around the back section at the top, I've already gone for a 55.8. That's only 4/10 slower than my best lap of the previous session. But it's a messy start to this lap and I'm already getting annoyed with myself. That felt pretty good around the back section though. Anyone who goes to Reading regularly, feel free to let me know how you take it down in the comments. If the first part of the lap was tidier, I think that may have been a low 55-second lap, but I just didn't get it right this time. And now I'm going to have to find a way past these two. I've caught them fairly quickly, but I don't see it being that easy to get past. I mean, that's one car out of my way though, I guess. So this guy's spatial awareness isn't great. I was far enough alongside that he should have noticed me there. And the other car has now made it back through too. Thankfully, I got back past them at the next turn though. All good there. Getting stuck with this car is slowing me down quite a lot now. If I can't get past soon, I'll just back off and make some space up ahead instead. He must have heard my thoughts and has waved me on through though. All good. I've had to take a tighter line though, so I have a lower speed on this small straight. Lean forwards for the bump. And the clear air has helped. A fairly tidy lap and I'm into the low 55-second mark. I'm on target, I guess, to break through, but there is a kart ahead, so will I get any more clear laps in? I'm always very grateful when other drivers are aware enough to notice that someone is faster and coming up behind them and waves us on through. I'm always sure to give a wave or a thumbs up. Unfortunately, not everyone does notice you. As long as they are predictable and not swerving all over the track though, we should be able to find a way past reasonably quickly. Lap 8 is the fastest one of this session, but will it be into the 54 seconds? I'm quite wide at the apex at turn 1, but with only a short run down the ramp into the next hairpin, I don't think it affects the lap too much. I've done it! A 54-second lap. Only just, but I've done it. There is no further improvement throughout this session, but I've been able to meet my target time. However, as the extra session I bought in the break is straight after this one, I won't actually be getting out of the kart to find out. This may have been a clear lap, but a couple of small mistakes saw me drop nearly 2/10 and I'm back into the 55-second lap times again. And I've messed that back corner up this time. I'm very slow through this section. That was a costly mistake. I've lost another 3/10. By this point, I'm starting to get the hang of flicking the car around on the slippery concrete. It's quicker than trying to drive it smoothly, as doing so will just induce understeer. There was a kart in the barrier at the top of the ramp there, but no one has spotted it just yet. Let's see how long it takes for the yellow flags to come out. Almost 40 seconds. As I turned around turn 1, I double checked that that car was still there. I'm not sure which marshal was expected to be watching that section, but they were clearly distracted. He's now out of the barriers directly in front of me, and we're back to green flags. Unfortunately, I now have a queue of karts ahead. I'll have to see how quickly I can make my way through. I've tried to line myself up for a cutback there, but I couldn't make it work this time. And I really didn't expect him to brake quite so hard. That corner can be taken flat out. I waved an apology as I passed him. As I said in the previous session, I normally give the younger drivers extra space, so I really wasn't happy with myself for that one. The second young driver there caught me out. I appreciate the space to pass you, but brake late into the corner, not early. These two were having a great battle between themselves. Unfortunately, they are going slower than I am though, so they are going to hold me up. Having seen the marshals starting to move away from their posts, I figured we were close to the end, so I decided to sit back and watch the action ahead rather than try and pass. That doesn't mean I wasn't going to go for the space if one appeared though. It was nicely defended, and Kart 22 has kept himself ahead. The marshal is there, ready to wave the checkered flag in just a moment's time. This was odd. We briefly went to yellows with some of the tracks still on green. We went back to green and some of the track was on yellow. I'm not quite sure what was meant to actually happen. But this is now the end of my second session for Reading. I've met my target time of a 54-second lap, but I won't be getting out of the kart, so I won't know this going into session 3. A reminder that by using my TeamSport loyalty points and buying an extra session, I've managed to get 45 minutes of track time for £8.50 here. An absolute bargain. The next video that will be coming live is this third and final session from this new venue, Reading. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out. Those of you who already subscribe, thank you. As always, thank you so much for joining me on my go-karting adventures. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave some feedback down below in the comments. And until next time, cheers.